were dogs like this, every time we see fearful dogs like this, we deny them access to escape, right? I don't want to continue petting them, and I only want to pet them or show external reinforcement, provide external reinforcement when they've accomplished something I wanted them to do, right? So it doesn't mean that I don't like the dog. I'm expecting the dog to understand that there's a consequence for failure, but the consequence for success is you get what you want, right? Hey, lass. Hurry. Good girl. See, I like being up on the high thing now. And 5-7 minutes ago, she was terrified of it. Oh my God, that strange man is doing this thing. I don't want to have anything to do with it. And now all of a sudden, she's willingly doing it on her own. Hey, lass. Right? Now she's like, I'm up here, I'm moving. Yeah, you is. She wants to go off that way. But now and again, I'm in front of things that cause her concern. I'm not allowing her to escape. Good girl! Yes! Every time she provides me with the behavior that I want, I'm going to reinforce that as she's engaged in that behavior. Good girl. She's like, yeah, you suck, lady. I do not.
She kind of just looks relieved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think she has any animosity toward you.
No, she's look at the Dumbo ears, right? They're plastered against the back of her skull. She's like, I hate this, it sucks, but I'm not dying. What else happened? What other thing have you noticed? She's no longer panting, right? So, and you can see the little bit of rictus grimace, her lips are drawn really far back. So she's still in a considerable amount of stress.
She keeps looking at me, too.
Right. She's still in a considerable amount of stress. But you're right, she is relieved. She's relieved to know that nobody's going to hurt her. Right? Okay, good lass. She didn't want to leave it. Somebody give it back to her. Yay!
And
Good
I don't
dog.
necessarily think she's been abused. I think she just hasn't had consistency and she doesn't know what to do.
She's been neglected, right? But she's been, eventually, what happens with dogs like that is she's pretty much been left to her own device, right? So people who own dogs need to do things with their dogs. She was just unattended, right? And, considering the country of origin, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. These rescues like to make stuff up. So her provenance, to me, is always going to be under question, right? But the fact remains that here she is.
And she's a nice dog.
And she's a very nice dog,
Yeah.
right? The story doesn't matter. Forensically, looking at this dog, I can already tell you what happened, right? She wasn't necessarily abandoned or neglected. She was just ignored. So wherever she came from, didn't think highly enough of her to spend any time with her. So they left her that way for a very long time. And then she found herself in a home with other people who thought that this was too much to work with. So I'll take this kind of dog all day long. I mean, because the biters and the fighters that we get, I'm in my 60s, I don't want to deal with those dogs anymore. I'll take this all day, every day. Right? Good girl. Because it's easy to work with, okay. Right? But what we're doing is denying her access to what she wants, the comfort and security of you. Right? In order to achieve something I want her to do, overcoming fear. Okay? Good girl. Good girl. Now again, same thing. And I'm not going to fight her. I'm not going to yank her into, come here, damn you. I'm simply going to apply enough pressure for her to say, what sucks worse? Coming towards this lady or trying to avoid coming to this lady, right? And again, I'm not increasing the pressure, I'm just maintaining the pressure, right? So that she finally realizes, that ain't working. That ain't working. That makes it worse. And she's doing all of these things to herself, right? So they're going. Good lass, very nice. So she gets the reinforcement for trying. And we talk about this a lot. We talk about, we don't reinforce the quit. We reinforce the effort. We reinforce the try, right? So as she's moving, yes, good dog, woohoo, in those tones that she likes to hear from you, good dog, right? I'm going to avoid using good dog because we don't have that relationship. She looks at me when I say good dog with a skeptic's eye. She's like, good dog. You don't know what that means to me, right? Good lass. Okay. I release on the same command I've been using, okay. Now she volunteers to move towards me because I'm at the penultimate prize, the door. Opportunity to escape, right? The other thing that she's established that she likes fairly quickly, is the table. Right? She did that on her own. Yay! Very nice. Very nice. Good girl. Okay. Right? No, I don't want to come down this way. I don't like it. But look at how well she did it. Right? Remember the first one? Big effort to get her to come off the table. Second one, she did it on her own. Okay. Good lass. Here, baby. Hurry. Yes. Good dog. And now all of a sudden I have a dog who's a little bit more willing to cooperate with me than she was just 5 minutes ago. How long have you been running tape?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.